The first few weeks, I was already doing like 20K per month. I bought the house, I bought the new Tesla. Now I can travel where I want to go. We got about 42 meetings in 1.5 months. That meant a pipeline of $4 to $5 million.
Your plan is to make cash with the agency and put it in crypto and then buy a private jet. Today we have an absolutely fantastic video. We have one of our Agent Velocity IO customers in here, Renee, who has had an absolutely sick past 9 months working with us. He has done a lot of cool stuff and he has some super great sauce on agency operations, etc., that he has been working on. Renee, thank you for being here. How are you doing, man?
Doing super good. Thanks for asking.
Can you do a quick brief of who you are and what kind of business do you run?
My name is René Lambert. I'm the CEO at Wingrowth. We run a company where we offer the fractional COO service to agencies that grow too fast and don't have any proper systems or have some major bottlenecks.
So when we started working together, were you doing ops and systems then, or were you running a legion agency, or what were you doing when we started originally?
9 months ago, when I joined AV, I started in lead gen. Prior to joining AV, I was already doing some lead generation, but only network. So I started to try to expand my skill, and that's where I found you guys. And then I started checking all your free stuff, went over that 100-page document, and I thought it made a lot of sense. So I joined AV, started going full send inside lead generation, expanding my tool set, and I got some amazing results for clients. But at one point, I realized that what I was building in terms of systems and operations and all the automation I was making for lead gen, I wasn't the only one that needed something like this. There's so many lead generation agencies that need those kind of systems. I kind of pivoted into that sense, and that's what I'm doing now. I went from the guy that was finding leads for companies to now I'm providing my systems to all of those lead generation agencies.
I remember you were cracking on the campaigns, you sent a bunch of emails, it took like a few months, and then you cracked the campaigns, the clients started getting absolutely fantastic results. But throughout all of this time, you were super busy. You had a bunch of different projects. You were going to college. You were running the agency. So you were forced to automate everything. People started seeing this. Go, bro, can you do that for me as well? And everyone suddenly wanted your systems.
You know, the whole reason why I was automating that much, even at the beginning, where I was running another business on the side. So I was always doing a lot of things on the side, working 80 hours, 100 hours per week. And so for me, something that takes 30 minutes to do, like I needed to automate it.
I remember like when you were working on the client campaign for like 15, 20,000 emails you had sent for the client. The campaign was still not working. And then you built a custom scraper to scrape like a really specific data set. And then the campaign like absolutely blew up.
We did try over 12, 15 campaigns. That did not work because of the ICP of the client. And then I changed that ICP and made some new tool to help me scrape data directly on the websites. And then that took off. We got about 42 meetings in 1.5 months, which for that branding agency that was doing like 800K per year, that meant a pipeline of $4 to $5 million in a span of 1.5, 2 months, 2.5. The possibility here was immense for them.
When you originally joined Agent Velocity like 9 months ago, what was really the thing that you were looking to get by joining it? Did you have a problem that you're looking to solve, or what was really the reason for you joining back in the day?
I wasn't my other business enjoying anymore as a co-founder that I knew I was going to leave at some point. And so I was just looking at what's my next opportunity. I was doing lead generation by networking. So I was connecting very specialized devs with companies because I had some kind of network and community in Web3. So I was known there on a certain blockchain. It was very easy for me to just shoot a message, connect specialized dev, company that needs it, and then boom, like 10K in my bank, like not doing anything. So how about I do that and then I just expand the tools that I have to do it. I'm not just doing networking, which was working for this, but what if I had like 5 different channels? So that brings me to AV, where I learned literally everything else that needs to be learned about lead generation.
I've been grinding on this for 9 months. Obviously, you changed the business model a bit, you changed your offer, and you have done a bunch of stuff. But what kind of results have you achieved in terms of the agency's revenue, the client results? What kind of projects are you working on?
I was on a revenue share deal, which to me, that $4-5 million pipeline, it was a 400K, 500K opportunity to make money here. Obviously, that did not happen at that amount. All my clients that I had in lead gens, they got crazy results. You know, I was a little bit tired of the model of charging pay per call and something's adding revenue share. Even though I knew I was offering a very, very, very good service, I felt like I was one of the many because the barrier to entry is so low. And I knew I had like other skills that I could put up there and just try to sell those instead. That's why I went into ops and fractional COO. Based on my experience that I had with 2 previous business, it just made sense for me to offer that. And then not everyone can offer it as well. About 3 months ago now, I made the switch to fractional COO and operations and automations. And the first few weeks, I was already doing like 20K per month. With a big switch of model, comes a big switch to the business vision and what we're doing and what kind of employees we get. So it's not something where I'm getting VAs to do everything. Obviously, there needs to be some different kind of employees there. So it's a little bit different to scale.
Now doing that, going from pretty much zero with the agency to making over 20 Gs a month, how has that impacted your life? Obviously, you had a bunch of different businesses and a bunch of different things that you had done before. Has that had any kind of an impact in your life or in your mindset?
What I'm looking for in this business and any business I'm making is cash flow, because I'm a huge crypto guy. I'm not building an agency and the intention to exit it. I'm building it for it to be a possibility, but it's not my intention to do it. I'm building it to keep the cash flow going.
Your plan is to make cash with the agency and put it in crypto and then buy a private jet. Yeah?
Well, pretty much. I already got what I wanted out of this business world. I bought the house, I bought the new Tesla. Now I can travel where I want to go. And I'm just trying to be reasonable and focus on what's going to happen in the future, get that cash flow and invest, right?
Might be a bit hard question to answer because you already had a really, really good foundation when you started. But what do you think that the impact of working with us has been? Like, let's say 9 months ago, you started building the agency, but you didn't start working with us. What do you think would have happened down the line?
I'd say it's the definition of investing in yourself, literally. Like, I went into AV knowing what I wanted to get out of you guys, which means more knowledge in terms of lead generation. And that's a skill that any business needs, to be honest. They're all going to have at some point, if it's not the CEO, an employee that's going to do that, which means that if you learn that, you owe some kind of like base value, right? I could lose everything tomorrow, say that. And then if I was really in trouble and needed some cash in the bank to get started again, I know I could get something at 10K per month in a company just with what I know. AV is that community of entrepreneur. And then it's people that think like you. And now you can talk about your entrepreneur stuff with those people. And that creates connection. And that also creates business opportunities in the future.
And I wanted to share this on the video, but Rene had a super cool thing. During the summer in August, we had our first ever AV live event in Estonia. People came in there from the US, from Europe, from the UK, but Rene came from Canada, which was super dope. And he had this business card, or these are like debit cards, and it's like a $500 gift card almost. In the back, there's a QR code, and then when you scan it, it goes into a really amazing video that explains Rene's offer. And just by coming to the event and handing these cards out to everyone, I think you probably at least paid for your flight. Yeah,
100%.
A bit more.
100%. So, pretty much close everything that was at this event. Little group of people that did not need the service. The rest, now they're all my clients, and they all knew me in the group, but you go in person, now they get to understand like who you are for real. You know your stuff when you talk, and then you come up with like an offer that's, I have one here as well.
Oh yeah.
The theory behind it is that people take that card and they put it in their wallet. The converting rate on this was 100%.
Do you remember originally where you first heard about us and what really got your interest in the first place? Like, what was it that really made you think, oh, this is actually interesting and this could be something for us or for users?
I found you on Twitter, but on my crypto account. So there's a lot of people on there. I don't know who, but you got reposted and then you were in my feed. And it was exactly at the moment where I was just looking to get something different, go into another opportunity and leave the business I was in. And so perfect timing. I saw your stuff and to me it just made sense. I consume all your free stuff first. Everything that you were doing was just making sense and it was good content.
If there is someone listening or watching the video right now and they're thinking, I would maybe want to start a Legion agency, I would maybe want to join the community, a little bit on the edge, what would you tell that person? Would you recommend us and why should they pull the trigger?
I 100% recommend you guys. It's the definition of investing in yourself to get some very specialized skills. AV is very specialized in lead gen. Not everyone in there is just lead gen. Like there's a ton of people with a ton of experience in a lot of things. So if you just go in there and you talk to people, you learn your lead gen stuff and you start something in there, but you also talk to people and you learn about what they do. There's zero reason you don't succeed in business if you actually put the time, literally.
Thank you, Rene, for being here. Obviously, if you are looking to build a B2B lead agency, go check out agencyvelocity.io, see what we have on the site. And if it's something that interests you, go ahead and book a call. And also, if you are an agency owner and you're struggling with operations and you're struggling to scale and everything is just a huge mess in your agency, you should also check out windgrowth.com, which is Renee's stuff. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, Renee. Take care. Bye.